Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever been there? You run a long command in Command Prompt or PowerShell, get a ton of useful information on the screen, and then you try to awkwardly highlight and copy it all. Or worse, you close the window by accident and lose everything. It's a frustrating problem, but what if I told you there's a super simple, built-in way to save every single line of that output directly to a text file? Today, I'm going to show you how to do just that. This is a game changer for logging, reporting, and troubleshooting. Let's dive in. So, why would you want to do this? Well, there are a few key reasons. Logging and auditing. You can keep a record of commands you've run, and their results, which is essential for security audits or tracking changes. Documentation. Easily create reports or documentation about a system's configuration. Troubleshooting. You can save error messages or diagnostic info to a file and share it with a colleague or attach it to a support ticket. Automation. Saving output is a fundamental part of writing scripts that perform tasks and then report on what they did. It's an essential skill for any IT pro, developer, or power user. Alright, let's get into the practical explanation. The command prompt uses what are called redirection operators. They look like little arrows, and they're incredibly easy to use. The first operator is the greater than sign. This takes the output of a command and creates a new file with it. If the file already exists, it will be overwritten, so be careful with this one. Let's try a simple example. We'll run systeminfo to get our computer details and save it. First, I'll create a new folder to store the command prompt output, making things more organized. Just navigate to any location on your computer, right-click, select New, and then select Folder. Now, give the new folder a name, preferably a descriptive one, so you can later identify its contents by its name. In my case, I'll name it Command Prompt Output. Here's the new, empty folder. The next step is to open the command prompt. Click the search bar, type CMD. Right-click on the command prompt, and then select Run as Administrator. This ensures that all commands run smoothly, as some commands can only be executed with administrator privileges. The next step is to move the command prompt cursor to the output folder, instead of its default path. All you need to do is know the path to the output folder you created, then type this path into the command prompt as follows. In my case, the output folder path is d:\command prompt output. I will move the command prompt cursor inside this path as follows. I will type d:. You will notice that the command prompt cursor has moved to the D partition. Now I will type cd space command prompt output, . Now the command prompt cursor is inside the output folder path. Now let's try saving the output of the systeminfo command to a text file, instead of displaying the output in the console. The syntax for writing the command is as follows. Write the command whose output you want to save to a text file, then type the redirection symbol, a greater than sign, and then type the file name where the output will be saved. In my case, I'll type the following command. Systeminfo, space, greater than sign, space, sys-info.txt. Now, press enter. See. Nothing appears on the screen. That's because instead of printing the output to the console, the output is redirected to a file. Let's make sure the method worked. First, you'll notice that the command we typed in the command prompt created a text file with the same name we specified for it. Now, if we open this text file, we should find the output of the systeminfo command inside. Congratulations, guys! As you can see, the file contains all the output of the systeminfo command. Great. Now, what if I wanted to add information to the text file, but without overwriting the existing data? To achieve this, we'll use greater than signs. This will add the new output to the end of the text file. Let's add the network information to the same text file using the ipconfig command. First, I'll add a separator at the end of the text file so I can identify where the new data is added. Next, I'll return to the command prompt window and type the command in the following format. Command, space, greater than signs, space, filename.txt. In my case, I'll type the following command. ipconfig, space, greater than signs, space, sys-info.txt. Again, the output is not displayed in the console. Now, if we open the text file again, will we find new data added, after the separator replaced, at the end of the file? See. Both results are there. The output of the systeminfo command comes first, followed by the separator replaced, and then the output of the ipconfig command at the end of the file. Excellent. What would happen if we used a single greater than sign to add the output of a command to an existing text file? Let's see the result in action. I'll use the previous command, ipconfig. I'll copy it from the command prompt, paste it onto a new line, and then remove the greater than sign, leaving only one. Now, press enter to see the result. Now, let's open the text file to see what happened. Did you see that? The command simply erased the old data from the text file and replaced it with the new data. So be careful of this when adding new output to the same file. And that's it. A simple, but powerful skill, that will make your life on the command line so much easier. Go ahead and give it a try. It's a fantastic way to document your work, and keep track of important system information. If you found this tutorial helpful, do me a huge favor, and hit that like button, subscribe, and then hit the bell, for more Windows and IT pro tips. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, or other topics you'd like to see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.